All right, I'm going to bring on my next guest, Arpit Sharma. For those of you who can't, for some whatever reason, you cannot recollect his name. It's because you're not watching enough Champions League. Arpit is Manas's co-host on Sony Sport. You guys would have seen him. Right, Arpit, I have accepted your request. If you can just have a look and join. Let's get chatting on today's game, man. I want to know what you think of Man United today. Kunal De Costa, good to see you, buddy. Where is my beer? I'm having black coffee, bro. I think someone put a comment there thinking that I was drinking gin, but it wasn't the case. Mr. Sharma, welcome to MUSCM Live. It is a privilege to have you on this chat, buddy. How's it going?
It's going well. You've misled everyone by saying there's a celebrity coming now. They must be like, ये कौन है types.
मैं यार वो Imperial Blue बंदे के बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ यार. तू किसके बारे में बात कर रहा है?
वो देखा हो तो पता नहीं शायद थोड़ा ध्यान होगा उनको. Anyway, thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me. Thanks for a very sweet introduction. I was
My pleasure.
To the last bit of the conversation because I told you I was in a meeting, so I missed the first half an hour. I would have loved to join in at 4 o'clock. But go on, man. Don't put me in a tricky spot by asking me too many details. But go on.
I won't. See, the idea of today's chat is to generally get, to try and understand fan sentiment. And the reason why we do this, Arpit, is to also give a platform for so many fans out there who generally just want to either vent or let their point of views be known. To a larger extent, we're just trying to understand fan sentiment. So, you're a United fan, Arpit, a big United fan at that. Just for your convenience, I'm going to project the lineups in front of you so that you can see this. Broadly, tell me, what do you make of this lineup and what do you make of this season, dude? Like, what do you make of what we're going into without too many signings?
Yeah, honestly, when the lineup is something you'd expect, so it doesn't throw up too many surprises. Fernandes is going to start. Van Bissaka should start. Lindelof has to start. Maguire, we've paid him a lot of money. He has to start.
Why do you say Lindelof has to start? Why not Bailly?
As a United fan, over the past year or two, when it comes to a defensive start or a defensive pairing, no one has really given me the confidence where I say this guy is better than all of them. When Maguire came, there was a bit of hope in terms of, okay, we've spent so much money on him, to kuch to hoga. And I mean, I don't know, even Maguire coming in, it's not the kind of reassurance you get when you see a Van Dijk's name as a Liverpool fan. And I'm sorry, that's the comparison I am going to make. Yes, Van Dijk has performed insanely well and all that. Lindelof, when I actually watched him in the Nations League, was okay. So I'd like to think it's not just the problem at the back per se. There's some issue from front to back in the entire team where the likes of Greenwood, Rashford and Martial, who are so good, okay, there's no doubt about that. Even they sometimes will not look as threatening as they are. Bruno Fernandes, everyone saw what he can do in half a season. He proved to be more valuable than most of our other players. Even then, in some matches, you will see it's just not happening. Pogba, who was valued as such a great player, so expensive, for the French team, so invaluable and everything, some matches you'll be like, kya chal raha hai? So
one would argue, and I'm sorry to cut you off here, but one would argue that when you play for Manchester United, there is a certain standard that you represent. There is a certain class that one must belong, right? We've had upteen number of players in the past who've come in, shown flashes of brilliance, and they've been out the door the very next day. I'll quote some of them. Memphis Depay was a very good example of this, right? Everyone knows he's a world-class player. Everyone knew that, he's only 21, बहुत talent hai, बहुत potential hai, but at the end of the day, booted out because of a lack of consistency. And I've always believed that what brought Sir Alex Ferguson so much success as a manager of this team was consistency. He demanded a certain standard of performance from his teams. This is something that I fundamentally do not see with Victor Lindelof. One would argue that I don't see it with Eric Bailly as well. And therefore, I question the very presence of a player like Lindelof in this squad, right? You tell me, Arpit, you must have seen the likes of Rio and Vidic play at their prime. Did we ever see Rio or Vidic drop to a Lindelof level so consistently over 2 or 3 games? We never saw that.
No. So, two things. Vidic, how did I say that in the same thing? Vidic and Ferdinand, okay, unfortunately have set the bar so high कि तुम
Sure.
वैसे भी नहीं कंपेयर कर सकते किसी भी यूनाइटेड डिफेंडर को पोस्ट दैट दे सेट द बार वे टू हाई दे वर our golden time in terms of having a team. The other thing I feel is player stature compared to a manager stature is different right now. Okay, Sir Alex Ferguson, when he was there, you could bring in anybody. You could think about it right now also. Sir Alex Ferguson right now. Can you imagine this same team walking back into the dressing room after the kind of performance in the Crystal Palace match? Can you imagine that?
Yeah, no chance.
Something would have happened.
No chance. No chance.
Not to say that I don't like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I really like him. But
Sure.
the scales have
Sure.
tipped in that sense. So, and with
Sure.
everything in terms of, I mean, look at the money we've spent on players. Yeah, we've spent insane amount of money on players. Not to say that they are not good. There must be a reason we are spending money. But when it comes to Manchester United, you will always expect a player to be a certain level, like you said. Lindelof, and I know he's being criticized a lot. पहले तो world football में, if you are looking for really top classy defenders, you will probably exhaust them on your fingers. You know, if you were to now think, I want a player in Manchester United, you might think he's good. I'm telling you, within 3 months, you'll be like, ये हम किसको ले आए यहाँ पर? That is
True.
probably going to
True.
happen. So there are very few
True, true,
world-class defenders. And again, I don't think Lindelof hasn't been great. I'm not trying to defend Lindelof in terms of his abilities. I'm just saying the whole team, the whole team, and that goal, that first goal, I think it was that we conceded, just showed what the defense is
lacking.
And I like Fosu Mensah, okay? I at times think he should be the first player in that defensive lineup. And he was out there, and I saw Maguire just strolling, and I saw Lindelof strolling, and I saw Shaw strolling. And you can't say Lindelof, teri galti hai. The whole defense over there was just not there. So it's easy to pick a player and say, oh, he's crap, throw him out, get Bailly in. 2 मैच खेलेगा बाई, मैं बोल रहा हूँ सारे फैंस बोलेंगे अरे बाई बेकार है, उसको बाहर नहीं लाओ, लिंडलॉफ को, ये होने वाला, या बोलेंगे स्मॉलिंग को वापस लेके आओ रोमा से. So I think more than individual players and all that, and expecting a fix like this, okay, Bruno was a miracle for us, let's accept that, but expecting a fix like this, that we'll spend money, we'll get a player and we'll be fine, which is what which is what Van Dijk did for Liverpool, which is what Fernandes did for us. That expectation needs to reduce. There's something else that is wrong with this team right now. The entire team against Crystal Palace, the entire team needs to take that blame, not just Lindelof. Lindelof may have a bad match. He may have multiple bad matches. But that doesn't mean a Manchester United can pick one player and say, बाकी 10 ठीक थे.
He's going to change the entire
खराब
system.
था और इसीलिए हम 3-1 हारे. ऐसा नहीं होता यार.
Fair enough, fair enough. Although I would argue that a lot of the frustrations on Lindelof, at least for me, Arpit, and I know this is your first MUSCM live, but everyone in the chat will agree when I say that I have been ranting about Lindelof for at least 6 months now. But that's a different conversation. Let's get into
rant about him. I'm not even going to that's all I'm saying is that there's no quick fix, and
that's not the fix.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Very well said, man. Very well said. Let's get into today's predictions. What do you make of today's game? Do you think we're going to win? Do you think we're going to draw? Do you think we're going to lose?
Okay, so unfortunately, times are like this at Manchester United, that even if you're playing, I mean, I don't want to disrespect Brighton because they have been trailing pretty well. I think they have 3 victories out of 4 matches or something like that. They lost, I think, only to Chelsea. You're not really sure as a United fan what performance is going to come out and what suddenly Brighton will seem like a Real Madrid playing against us. Unfortunately, these are the times. As a United fan, you want to win. I hope that we win. I hope we put in a performance that says, this is United 4-0. Lo bhai, hum hai United. Might happen, but I'm very nervous about it. After that performance against Crystal Palace, and just the way the players seemed, they just didn't seem that fight. It's not about losing, and I'm sure you've discussed this. It's not about losing. You can lose a match.
Yep, spot on.
Fight.
It's the manner.
There was some
it's the
fight.
manner.
You know, and when I think of one player who will stand up and say, we do it when we play on the turf, okay? There's usually that one guy in the team who will be screaming out at people, even though you don't need to do it at the turf.
Sure.
United में मेरे को दिखता ही नहीं कि कौन है वो बंदा जो बोल रहा है सबको पकड़े बोल रहा है चलो मैं तुम्हें लेके जाता हूँ. So I hope we win against Brighton. I will go with a conservative 2-0 victory for Manchester United. But yeah, that's about it.
Fantastic stuff, dude. Fantastic stuff. So, guys, that was Arpit Sharma from Sony. Obviously, someone who knows way more football than I do when it comes to the international stage, at least. But Arpit, I'm just going to end by saying this, dude. I loved your argument. I just wished you hadn't based it on Lindelof, but I completely agree with you. I think, and it's not something that any United fan has really shied away from. Look, we know structurally there are many things that need to be fixed. We know that the structure is broken. The reason why there's a sudden ray of optimism that's sort of breeding within the fan base is because we got the last 6 months right. When you look at the last 6 to 8 months, we've gotten it right, given the way that we started last season. So I think from there, and for us to have ended the season with 18, 19 unbeaten, Premier League form pay #1 in the table, from there to then drop to those Palace standards, and I think Oli was very frank when he said it, right? Oli said that, my team is not fit. My team, they've just come back from a holiday. We've not had a preseason. Fair enough. Utna hi to bol sakta hai na, aur he can't abuse his players in the media, and especially in front of given social media's repercussions today. But I still feel that a large fix is also a culmination of smaller fixes, and I feel that when you make these smaller fixes collectively, they sort of the sum becomes greater. No, what's the saying that they say? The overall value is greater than its sum of its parts.
Is greater than the value of each individual.
I think that's the point that you're trying to make, which I think is fantastic. Make the smaller fixes. Ek fix se kuch badalne wala nahi hai. We all thought that was Bruno Fernandes, but fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Can I also just say one thing? And I don't want to go overtime or anything like this.
Please.
Having been in football broadcast for a while, having interacted with a few football players, having spoken to Andy Mitten just a couple of weeks ago, and we had a conversation obviously on camera, and we had a conversation off camera as well. There's something which I'm not sure fans will understand, but if Manchester United fans get to know that superficially what you see, there are a million other things going on in the club. So you may say, "Arey Sancho nahi aaya," or say, "Arey Reguilon ko Tottenham le gaya." But there are a million things going on, and unfortunately, how it boils down to is a lot of people start saying the coach is not good enough, this player is not good enough. There are a million other things that happen. In terms of personal, I can tell you what Andy Mitten said on camera, and he spoke about how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants players. There are at least three players he wants in different positions, and each position he said there is an option 1, an option 2, an option 3. All right.
Yep.
When the Crystal Palace match happened, just go and read Andy Mitten's tweets. And I was following them, and there was a bit of frustration coming from there as well. So he knows what is needed. He's spoken obviously to the coach, he's spoken to a few insiders, yet he's seeing that not happening for whatever reason it is. So a lot of people might look at it superficially and say, "Ye hum badal denge to ho jayega." Aisa nahi hota hai. There's a lot of stories, and a lot of those stories have happened to the likes of Jose Mourinho, Van Gaal, even David Moyes.
Yep.
So it's easy for us fans at times to just say manager is the problem, that player is the problem, but sometimes there's a lot more that goes on to the club, and I hope that all those million things get sorted. You're talking about small fixes. I hope that a lot of those fixes start from whatever the other problems are, and eventually United will find a way.
Fair enough. Wow, this almost felt therapeutic, man, Arpit. Thanks so much for that. And
Right, man.
I know this is your first live, but we really hope to see you on many more. We do this periodically. We do this pre-match, post-match, and you follow us, so now you'll get the memo every time we do it live. So guys, that was Arpit Sharma. Arpit, thanks so much, man. I really hope we win. I really hope we go for the 2-0. And I'm going to see you very soon on the next one, buddy. Thank you so much.
That's how much I'm crossing my fingers that United put on a performance today.
So guys, that was Arpit with some heartfelt sort of analysis on what has been going on at Man United. I hope you enjoyed that. Give us a thumbs up if you really enjoyed that from Arpit. I certainly did, and you can get 2 thumbs up from me. And I'm going to sign off from MUSCM. See you guys post-match. Cheers.